Hey guys, it's Yishan here. Recently, I wrote or finished a program, or at least finished a program to a point where I'm comfortable letting the public use. I finished a program that runs Swiss tournaments with Yu-Gi-Oh style tiebreakers. So it was brought to my attention that a lot of people are using Challonge and people don't like Challonge. It's like just like an online tournament software because the tiebreakers are not the same tiebreakers that people are used to, so it gets all wacky. And so I had this software that I wrote for my club's Yu-Gi-Oh, or my school's Yu-Gi-Oh club. And I thought I'd share with you guys because I think that's what sort of computer science and sharing the knowledge is all about. You're welcome to use it. I do have some rules about how I can use it. We'll get to that later. But for now, I just want to show you guys how to use it, how to download it. And yeah, so maybe you don't have to use Challenge anymore. You can implement these cool tiebreakers, that sort of thing. So if you want to run your own tournaments, this is the video for you. If this does help you in any way, please consider subscribing. I do stuff like this every once in a while with code-related things. Okay, here we go. How to download the program. Let's get started with that. So you want to go to this website. The link will be in the description. This is GitHub. This is a website. And it hosts my code. So what you're going to do is you want to go to here to this green button and download the zip, right? So this is all you're going to need to download, and it's going to give you this, it's going to download this folder for you, and that's going to contain the program that you're going to need to run. So I'm going to wait for it to download. It's not too long of a download. We can see that it's done. So let's go to it. So here we have it here, and then you can extract this. This is a zip. It's compressed right now, so you actually have to extract it so that it the full files are present, not the compressed files. So that way the program can run. Because here we are, we got our folder here. If we go inside our folder, I named this pairings have been posted because, it's like some fond memories of, those in real life events where they're always like, attention duelists, pairings for round 3 have been posted. Although this works for any card game. The tiebreakers are just done in a Yu-Gi-Oh style, but this works for Magic or Pokemon or any style of Swiss tournament. So we're got a bunch of files here. The only real 2 files you need to pay attention to, you might want to pay attention to these files with numbers, but you don't really care about them that much, are the click me to start and put your tournament participants here files. So let's just double click on this to start this. Your computer might tell you this, you don't know who wrote this code, so don't run it unless you trust the person. I promise there are no viruses. So, okay, here we go. Let's run the tournament. So here we are, we're at the tournament software. And the first thing it's gonna ask you, there's a bunch of instructions here, which you should read, but I'll just break it down for you. It's going to ask you to load a save tournament, which we'll get to later, or start a new one. We're probably mostly interested in starting a new tournament, right? So to start a tournament with like certain players, right, you have to sort of tell the program who's part of your tournament, right? So that's what this put your tournament participants here file is for. This is just a text file. So if we double click on it, we'll see this text file. You see it's got a hashtag here that's telling you put each tournament participant on his or her own line. Lines that start with the hashtag character will be ignored. Okay, so this won't count as a player, but subscribe to Yishan's YouTube channel, please. These 6 guys are all considered players, and here's the link to my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed already, do consider subscribing. So yeah, that's really it. So we've got 6 players right now. If you want to add some more players, I'm just going to add a 7th player here. I'm going to call him 7 just to show you guys, and you're going to want to save this file so that this file gets updated. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over here and you're going to want to press N. So these choices are in parentheses to start a new one. Press enter, and it's going to ask you press enter once all your participants are in, put your tournament, blah 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 blah. So the long file name, we're just going to press enter because all our participants are here, and it's going to confirm to you that there are currently 7 players enrolled. One thing I like to use the hashtag for is like if players haven't paid for your tournament, you can put like a hashtag in front of their name, and that way, like if they don't pay, but by the time the tournament starts, they'll just be ignored and they won't be entered into the tournament. Okay, so we've got 7 players currently enrolled. We're gonna say yes, I want to start the tournament, and it's gonna tell us that we're playing 3 rounds. It calculates the number of rounds automatically. Basically it says, anywhere from 5 to 8 is going to be 3 rounds, 9 to 16 is going to be 4 rounds, etc., by powers of 2. If you want to end the tournament earlier, that's fine. I'll show you how to do that. But round 1, let's just go through it. So how you're going to enter results is you're going to enter the table number, press enter, And then you're going to say who wins. So I'm going to say in this case 7 wins. The player 7. We got YouTube or Yishan's. I'm going to type YouTube. You do have to type the names exactly, and the reason for that is I want to try to avoid you messing up the like the results on accident. So that's why I make you type the player's name. If you mess up, don't worry. We're going to get to how to fix that. But you know, it's better to just not mess up. So there's that, and then we got table 3. Let's say subscribe is always going to win because you should subscribe. So subscribe is going to win. And then let's pair the next round, right? So there's a few things you can do here. It says enter the name of a player we're dropping, which, you know, sometimes people drop. You can press P and enter to pair the next round. View the standings. This is useful if you want to end the tournament earlier or just want to see how people are doing. So like, you know, for example, if there's only 1 undefeated left, a lot of locals play, so there's only 1 undefeated left. You can just view the standings to see the current standings. So there's that, and let's see, anything else here? You can add a new player. So if you have a new player that sort of wants to join in the fun, which we're going to do here, I'm going to say new guy. We're going to add a player, like let's say they want to be added with a round 1 loss. We can add this new guy here. Okay, so new guy is going to be here. We're finally done with all this stuff. We're ready to pair the next round, so we're going to press pair. Okay, so round 2 pairings. Here they are. So let's say please is going to beat 7. We're going to say subscribe is going to beat YouTube. And then we're going to say table 3. Let's say there's a tie, right? So if there's a tie, you just type the character tie. Table 4, let's say 2 lose or channel wins. Okay, so channel wins table 4. So 2 TO, he's tired of losing, and so he says, you know what, I'm going to drop. So you just type in his name, and he's going to be dropped. Okay, so that's that. We can do the standings again to see how it looks like, or we can just pair the next round. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to pair the next round here. And let's say you make a mistake, right? So I'm going to just, you know, show what happens if you make a mistake, right? So let's say you know, subscribe always wins, but let's say you make a mistake at table 1 and you say, actually, please won, right? And subscribe should have won, but we said please won. Then okay, that's a problem. So you know, we'll go through the rest of this, but you realize, okay, shoot, I messed up. You know, we pair the next round. Subscribe is like, hey, you know, I shouldn't have 6 points by my tiebreaker number. I should have 9 points. That's the first digit of our tiebreaker number, is the number of points we have. Please is like, oh yeah, actually subscribe beat me. You must have entered it wrong, or they reported it wrong or something. So of course you don't want this to mess up the rest of your term. So what you're going to do if you make a mistake is you're going to go back to the round that you remember, the round where you made the mistake. So in this case, we made the mistake in round 3. Okay, so what you're going to do is to start a new instance of your program. So we'll close that, and we're going to go click me to start. And I don't know why this is not loading here. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe that was a bug. Let's see. Click me to start. Okay, there we go. It's just some weird bug or something. Not sure what that was. Okay, so now we're going to load a saved term. So at the end of every round, your information gets saved, right? So like this 1, 2, and 3 file, 4, 5, 6, it will go up to as many numbers of rounds as you have. We're going to load a saved tournament, okay? And what we do is we enter the name of the save file. So we want to restart from round 3. Round 3 is where we messed up, so we can reload the tournament from round 3. It'll give us all the pairings again. And then what we can just do is we can say, okay, well, we correct our mistakes. Subscribe won. We can say, you know, YouTube won. I don't remember who won last time, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so you have to type in case sensitive correctly. So if you don't do it exactly right, it'll just tell you to do it again. And then we'll say, you know, new guy won. I don't really remember who won. As you can see, whoever plays against the bot always wins, so you don't need to enter that match. And then we can just try to pair the next round. Now we've got our corrected pairings. We've got our tiebreaker numbers here that are all corrected. And that's it, really. That's all there is to running a tournament. So if you are interested in using this program, well, I hope you know how to now. I guess I just wanted to talk about some legal things. Let's go take a look at this license. So like, how are you allowed to use this program? You know, this is not like some official license I found online, but it's something I just wrote by myself. So you have to use this program following these rules, and there's only a few rules. So you're free to use this program as is, even commercially. That just means if you're running a tournament like like an online, you're running tournaments online, people are paying for entry, you're taking a little bit of the cut, that's fine. But you just can't modify this program. If you find like a bug or something, do let me know, and I'll try to fix it. But it's my program, so just don't modify. I don't want people modifying it and say it's their program all of a sudden. So that's why you can't modify this program. And then this is a little line here to absolve me of all liability. I don't want to be sued if your tournament didn't run correctly and you want to blame my program for it. You can't do that. So that's just in there for that. And then this is sort of important. You can't use this program in secret. If someone asks you, hey, what program are you using to run the tournament? You can't be like, I'm not going to tell you. You have to tell them, because I believe in, this stuff being shared basically and being free. So, you're free to use it, but you do have to let someone know. If someone asks you, you can direct them to the GitHub page. And if you do something stupid, I'm probably going to tell you to stop using the program. So if I tell you to stop, then you have to stop. That's really all the legal stuff there is, just basic common sense stuff. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Updates. This thing will be updated every once in a while. It's not like perfect. I want to add an undo function. I don't want you to load a saved term every time you mess up. Like if you just mess up one name, I want you to be able to undo that. I'll probably add a top cut function sooner or later. But yeah, if there are any bugs, let me know. I've tested it pretty extensively, so I don't think there are any currently. But of course there are always bugs, right? Just bugs I haven't found. So yeah, let me know. And thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys find this software useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.